for another one of our interviews around local business. So, hi Alison, how are you?
Hi Ruth, good to see you again.
And you, are you well?
Yeah, all well here.
Super. So for those people that might be listening or watching, whichever, and they don't know about you, Alison, do you want to just tell people a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, my name's Alison Marson and I live in Kendal. And I typically work with women in their 50s and they're struggling with back pain. They're unable to do daily movements, and that starts to affect their ability to do their exercise, and that in turn starts to really affect their mental health and confidence. And I teach them how to move with more freedom and flexibility in their body so that they can go back to exercising pain-free and start to live the life that they truly want to live.
That's fantastic. And how long have you been in the business?
20 years.
Wow.
Along with a slight detour of having 2 children.
So at the moment, how are you operating then? Because obviously we've got differences in how close we can be to people and how we're able to deliver our services.
Before lockdown, I didn't do anything online. And then after lockdown, my clients were saying, could I start teaching on Zoom? And so I started that journey. I've now become much more effective at teaching online. I get lots of positive effects with clients. And I'm now teaching clients I've never met all over the world.
Amazing. So it's had some, in a strange sense, if COVID's brought a benefit, it's kind of widened your ability to be able to help people in different places then.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing how I've managed to just work with people who I've never met and they get such great positive results. And I think that the key thing is that they're much more engaged in it because they know they have to do the thinking and the movement. And because they're also doing it in their own home, they then are able to remember it better. And I use lots of props to help them get much more body awareness and better alignment.
Right.
And the other thing is that sometimes their back pain has another component to it. And I start helping them achieve their goals in changing their diet. And they do that with much better progress and a sense of purpose so that they can then begin to experience energy and vitality in their life.
It's quite transformational, really, in terms of work, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really helped me. And I've got a book that I'm currently in the process of getting published. It's currently an ebook, and you get that part as part of the programs that people go on. And this whole online thing, I've devised lots of programs, bespoke programs to help people see progress in their moving their health forward. That's the key thing. So we're all really keen on that now with this COVID situation, and for people to realize that they can actually move their health forward and start building a much better, restoring their immune system so that they can fight it off with their own natural immunity.
Wow. And congratulations then, published author. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. I've done 2 recipe books before, and now I've got this book, Rebalancing Your Diet for Pain Relief Using the Power of the Moon and Your Mind. That's about that title. I keep changing it a bit, but yeah, that's the great thing about ebooks, that you can change them. But once
yeah. So do you work just on one-on-one, or do you do any group work? How can people interact with you?
Well, I do classes and I do private sessions. What I suggest to people is that if they think that I can help them, is to give me a ring. My number is 07929 151 240, and I will do a free 15-minute consultation with them and to see whether I can help them. And if I can't help them, I might be able to put them in touch with someone who can help them. So that's the best thing, to just give me a ring and we can talk about it. So my number again is 07929 151 240.
Super. And if they would like to go to a website to have a look at it and read up a little bit, what website are they going to go to?
Yeah, if you want to have a look at my website, it's called Integrating Health, and that's spelled INTEGRATING health.com.
Fabulous. Okay. So at the moment, then you're doing some group sessions, doing classes, you're doing some personal one-to-one work. A little bit about the technique, Alison, just so if people aren't sure in terms of how much space they need in their home, if they're on a Zoom, if they're limited. What would you say in response to that?
Yeah, I mean, if you were doing it in your home, you need to just have a piece of space on the floor. It would be good if you had a blank wall to work on, or you could have a door. And then I use lots of little props like hot water bottles, bean bags, or something to put on your head so that you get much more awareness of your alignment. And then we just figure out things that we can use. One of my clients brought in a chainsaw because he was a gardener. So whatever situation they're in, I've worked with someone who's playing a cello. Sometimes people have stiff necks because they're looking at a screen. So we might use props like that to help them become much more aware of how they can use themselves with more freedom in their body.
Amazing. So what are you most proud of about the work that you do, Alison?
Well, I came about this because I had a back problem in my early 20s. And what I find really such joy in my work is to see people get back their lives. They can move again, even though they came with a slip disc. They're in immense pain, and they find a way of recovering without drugs or operations. So that's the thing that really, really gives me such joy in my job.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure to see you.
Yeah, it's been really good to see you again, Ruth.
Fantastic. And we'll hope to see you soon.
Yep. Thanks, then.
Okay.